Welcome to mvsoulmate.com.
It had been 13 days since we arrived at Alton Marina. This is a nice, well-kept, friendly marina. June, from the vessel subject to change, took charge the night before and contacted the Price Lock this morning at 5:30 a.m. before the 6 a.m. shift change. The lock was empty and waiting for us. We departed Alton with 6 other boats at 6:15 a.m. heading the 1.2 miles to the Melvin E. Price Lock. This is the first of 2 locks on the Mississippi we did this morning. It was a beautiful morning. First lock this morning on the Mississippi River. Well, it's our first lock on the Mississippi, dear.
It is. We did it.
Yeah, we're tired. Got our line on the bollard there. As we go down, we'll go right with it, holding it on one line. Our goal was to travel 86 miles down the Mississippi River to the Kaskaskia Lock Dam. Loopers can have delays locking because in the locks, commercial towboats take longer and have priority. Also, St. Louis is the second largest inland port in the United States, and traffic could be challenging. On the plus side, the Mississippi was pushing us, adding up to 2 knots at times. We dropped down 22 feet in the Price Lock. The Chain of Rocks lock, 13 miles downstream, was the next lock we would go through this day. All Mississippi River boat traffic must use the Chain of Rocks Canal, shown by the red arrows on the chart. The large Mississippi River section west of Chateau Island has rapids. Despite a big sign, a couple of boats ventured this way, and the owners found it very difficult and expensive to recover their vessels. At the Chain of Rocks lock, all 7 vessels floated as we dropped down 11 feet. One of the highlights on the Great Loop is getting your boat picture with the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. The commercial traffic was light and the current was very manageable for taking pictures of each other's boats. River traffic was light and conditions were good. Soulmate and Brian and Marcy from Eleanor Grace made it to the Kaskaskia Lock Dam about 3:15 p.m. Several of the vessels we departed with in the morning stopped at other locations upriver. The Kaskaskia Channel up to the lock is marked with floating orange balls. Staying to the port shore was the route up the half-mile from the Mississippi. There was 10 feet of depth along the lock wall where Soulmate is past the second concrete column. An anchored boat reported 20 feet of depth. There was a sandbar between the boats that were anchored and those on the wall. Before dark, there were 14 looper boats, 10 on the wall, and 4 anchored. A special thank you to Rick and Dory from My Dory 3 for the wonderful drone footage.
Follow us on our adventures at mvsoulmate.com. Be well, everybody.